Hello everyone, I am Angelique Inishula Anak Muda. I am from BA1191B. My matrix number is 2025135969. I will be presenting the solution to a compound interest investment problem involving two banks, Bank KK and Bank LL. We start with the compound interest formula, which calculates the final amount as the principal multiplied by 1 plus the rate divided by the number of compounding periods, all raised to the power of the number period time the number of years. We also use the fact that the total amount after 10 years is the sum of the principal and the interest earned. For both banks, we are given the interest earned, the interest rate, the number of compounding periods, and the time duration. We are tasked with finding the original principal amount in each bank. Starting with Bank KK, we know the interest earned after 10 years. We express the total amount as the principal plus that interest. We substitute into the compound formula using the given rate and the number of times interest is compounded in a year, which is twice. We then isolate the principal on one side of the equation. After performing the calculation and simplification, we find that Mr. Salvaraj initially invested an amount in Bank KK that is exactly 20,000. Next, we do the same for Bank LL. We are again given the interest after 10 years and use the same formula, this time with a different rate and with compounding occurring 4 times a year. After inputting all the values and simplifying the equation, we solve the principal. The answer shows that the amount initially invested in Bank LL is 15,000. To find the total initial investment, we add the amounts invested in both banks. That gives us a total of 35,000. This completes the solution. Mr. Salvaraj total initial investment across both banks 10 years ago was 35,000 in total. Thank you.
Day to my lecturer and friends. My name is Renaissance Agustinansi. Today I will explain my answer for question B. We need to find the total amount of money after 120 months when the interest rate charges 7% for Bank KK and 4% for Bank LL. Both banks use compound interest. Bank KK compounds every 2 months and Bank LL compounds every 3 months or quarterly. Let's start with Bank KK. The starting money or principal is 29,091 ringgit and 23 cent. Interest rate is 7% and compounded 6 times a year every 2 months. And time is 10 years. Bank KK, the starting money or principal is 29,091 ringgit and 23 cent. The interest rate is 7% or 0.07 because it is compounded every 2 months. They are 6 times in a year. The time is 10 years. We use this formula: S equal P times open bracket 1 plus K over M plus bracket over M times T. We put the values into the formula. For example, S equal 29,091.23 times open bracket 1 plus 0.07 divided by 6 close bracket power 60. This gives us 29,091.23 times to 2.0056. So the answer is 58,345 ringgit and 66 cent. Next we go to Bank LL. The principal is 20,013 ringgit and 87 cent. The interest rate is 4% or 0.04. This bank compounded quarterly, so 4 times is in a year. The time is also 10 years. We use the same formula. S equals 20,013.87 times open bracket 1 plus 0.04 divided by 4 close bracket power 40. This becomes 20,013.87 times 1.4888. So the total is 29,797 ringgit and 93 cent. In conclusion, after 10 years, the money becomes 58,345 ringgit and 66 cent in Bank KK and 29,797 ringgit and 93 cent in Bank LL. Okay, now let's continue to the part 2. We asked to find the total interest earned from both banks. Let's start with Bank KK. The accumulated value is 58,345 ringgit and 65 cent. The principal was 2,999 ringgit and 23 cent. Now we subtract 58,345.65 minus 2,999.2 cent equal 55,436 ringgit and 42 cent. So the interest earned from Bank KK is RM 55,436 and 42 cent. Now we go to Bank LL. The accumulated value is 29,797 ringgit. The principal was 20,013 ringgit and 87 cent. So we subtract and then 29,797 minus 20,000, 13.87 equals 9,783 ringgit and 13 cent. So the interest earned from Bank LL is RM 9,783 and 13 cent. Now we add both interest together, 55,436 ringgit and 42 cent plus 9,783 ringgit and 13 cent equals 65,219 ringgit and 37 cent. Therefore, the total interest earned from both bank is RM 65,219 and 37 cent. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry Malik from BA1191. Today, I'll be presenting a financial mathematics problem involving installments and interest. Let's begin. So, part 1. Mr. Aman buys a refrigerator by paying 150 ringgit per month for 4 years. The interest rate is 8% per year compounded monthly. To find the cash price, we use the present value of annuity formula below. Present value equals regular payment by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus interest rate and close bracket to the power of negative number of months close bracket divided by interest rate close bracket. Whereas payment is 115, interest rate per month is 8% divided by 12, which is 0.00667, and the number of months is 4 divided by 12, which is 48. So substitute all the values by using the formula. Present value equals 150 by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1.006667 to the power of negative 48 close bracket divided 0.006667 close bracket. So the answer is 6,044 ringgit and 28 cents to total interest charge. So I will tell you directly. Firstly is 150 times 48 equals to 7,200 ringgit. After you get the 7,200 ringgit, is minus to cash price, which is 6,044 ringgit and 28 cents. And the answer for interest charge is 1,055 ringgit and 72 cents. Part 3. Outstanding balance after 20 payments. Mr. Ahmad has made 20 payments, so they are shows on how to calculate the outstanding balance. We use the same present value formula. Present value equals to 150 by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1.006667 to the power of negative 28 close bracket divided by 0.006667 close bracket. And the final answer to settle the loan, Mr. Aman needs to pay 3,841 ringgit and 7 cents. All for this question. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, my name is Esther Benjawaya Nakleman. I'm from BA1191B. My student ID is 2025175175. Today I will explain two questions. For both questions, I use the future value of an ordinary annuity formula. This formula helps us find the future value of regular payment made into an account with interest. It looks like this. S equal R times 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided by I. S is the future value, R is the payment made each time, I is the interest rate per period, n is the number of periods. For now, for the first question, a company needs to buy new hardware in 8 years. The cost is 120,000 ringgit. They save money every 3 months in a bank that gives 8.2% yearly interest. After using the formula, we find they need to invest about 2,690 ringgit and 50 cents every 3 months. Next, the second question. Eli took a loan and must pay 1,550 ringgit every month for 10 years. The bank charged 4.7% interest yearly. He missed 3 payments. Using the same formula, we find the overdue payment with interest total about 6,236 ringgit and 52 cents. So, in the 4th month, he must pay this plus her usual payment, which add up to around 7,786 ringgit and 52 cents. That's all from me. Thank you.